6 hours behind you as far as getting our day rolling.
Yeah.
No,
But we're rolling now.
We're rolling.
You're rolling.
We're
See,
here.
that's good. Like
Rolling in the deep.
Yeah, right now
Adele.
I'm at the medium pace and I'm about to kick it into the sprint to do this. So let's
Yes.
go. Okay, so I first off, before I get into any graphics and stuff like that, how did it feel for you all this morning?
Felt pretty good.
Right?
I think, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I took a quick walk outside. Oh, nice. But
Yeah.
it felt pretty good yesterday.
Yeah, it did. And yesterday was the transition period. It'll be even drier by tomorrow. So that's my main point here is that now we have that much drier, more like fall-like air because temperature's still getting in the lower 80s. Now, right now, if you look at the quad box of these different cameras, some areas are a little bit brighter than others. But meanwhile, some are still dealing with some mostly cloudy to overcast skies. This is going to be the case and scenario today. That at times it could be cloudy. At times we could have mostly sunny skies. Meanwhile, most of the day is going to fluctuate anywhere between that mix of either more clouds and sun or more sun than clouds. So it's just an ever-changing sky, and that's the current setup that we have. So I don't like those days because it's really tough to say, hey, it's going to be cloudy at this point, sunny at this point. The sky is always changing, which isn't a bad thing. Current temperatures right now, 68 degrees for you along the Charlotte area, heading 74 down into Union County, 68 degrees there. Still rocking 55 degrees up in the high country. And compared to just a day ago, 24 hours ago, it was actually 8 degrees warmer right around the Morganton area, 8 degrees warmer for you in Monroe, and a 6-degree difference for Lancaster and the Chirac area. So this is a big cool down. Sometimes it takes about 24 hours for the effects behind a cold front to take place, and that's exactly what's happened. Our bus stop forecast, that's outdated because I was, like you said, I was doing this much earlier. This is what we're talking about for today, though. 82 degrees for a high. The last couple of days have been normal. The normal high is right around 88 degrees for this time of year, and the average low is right around the 68 degree point. But what's going to happen tomorrow is we're going to start to see our decline as far as our normal highs go. That tomorrow officially that 88 moves to 87, and then about 5 days after that it moves to 86, and then we have 85. So about every 5 days over the next couple of weeks we're going to lose 1 degree off of our normal high, which isn't too bad. That's pretty normal, but then it starts to really start to increase as we head closer to October. Overnight tonight, we are going to be cooler, dropping down to the lower 60s, the lower 80s for tomorrow and for your Thursday. But if I were to pick one of these days, it would definitely be Wednesday. So I was mentioning on Friday, I was kind of in between what day I wanted to make pick of the week, but no, it is official because it's a graphic. Tomorrow, your Wednesday. Yeah, you got to believe all the graphics, right? It's 81 degrees with sunshine should be wonderful. Just as great feeling as what we have today. So just really spectacular. Even though it doesn't really feel like it should this time of year, we are not complaining whatsoever. As far as our dew points go, and dew points a big forecast about how we're going to feel. The higher it is, more humid it is, the lower it is. Of course, the drier it's going to be, and sometimes it can be so dry that it causes static electricity. Thank goodness we're nowhere close to that. But also, the lower it goes, the lower our lows can go, and that's exactly what we're going to see. But since we're dropping off the charts down to that dry to comfortable range, it's going to feel amazing for the rest of the work week. And then heading into the weekend, we'll have a little bit of stickiness return before it comes back down. So it looks like we used up a lot of the hot air during the month of July, and then August has been really crazy, up and down, up and down. I know the first 5 days of August were like one of the coldest that we've ever had. And then we had a ramp up to the 90s, and then it was back down. And then when we had multiple days in the 70s, it's one of those months that just really can't get its mind right. And as Majestic put it, it's just a moody month. And I totally agree there. So I want to bring up a couple of August stats. Even though the month isn't over, what I thought was really interesting about this month is the 80s will take over for the rest of the next 5 days, but 14 days in the 80s, 6 in the 90s, 5 in the 70s. How rare it is that we actually had almost as many 70-degree days as days in the 90s. That there are some years that literally all 31 days of August have been at 90 plus. That happened in 2007 the last time, but we've only hit it 6 times. So 6 August days at 90 plus. That's actually the lowest in over 20 years. Over the last 10, we've had at least double-digit 90-degree days during the month of August. So this is not maybe the warmest, coolest of all time. Doesn't have that type of stat, but it is one of those stats that hasn't been reached in over 2 decades. Last time that we had that little was 2004. There was 4 days. In 2003, also at 6 days before it was back to that double-digit criteria. So this is really unique, and it doesn't surprise me that we're ending the month of August with a milder trend. So heading into our Labor Day weekend, so a lot of us want to get out in the boat or be outside in general. I think it'll be fairly warm enough. We have 85 degrees, 84 before we're back to the lower 80s. This is a unique setup that it really just depends where the fronts are going to be. You do notice that you see some numbers start to pop back up. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I did dial back our rain chances for this coming Labor Day just because of where things are going, and I want to show you. So for one, we have a front to the north and then another front down to the south. So most of that activity is all going to be locked and loaded to the south, but then you can see through the coming days, and here I'll rewind it for you. Friday, seeing a little bit. Saturday, even more so. And then Sunday, we see a little in the morning before it starts to clear up. So there's still a lot of question marks as far as our Labor Day weekend is going to be concerned. But I just want people to know that there is a chance that we could have a little bit of rain. But if I were to bet my weather money, which isn't a lot, we would be looking at a better chance for more of a drier Labor Day weekend. But it is a possibility. So just focusing in on those 3 days. The warmest day does look to be Saturday. That's also technically the best chance for rain. And then we're back to the lower 80s, mix of cloud and sunshine pretty much all 3 days if you have any plans.
Well, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, not bad.
All right. No plans for Labor Day yet.
Me neither.
Okay. We will just take a day of rest. Oh, no. We'll be here. I'm going to be here Monday.
You'll be here Monday?
Yeah. Anyone?
Oh, I'll be
Are
here.
you all here?
I'm at Darlington on Sunday, so I took off Monday.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Good for you.
No, I'll be here.
All
I'll
right.
be here for sure. I think
Y'all
I'm,
hold it down.
I think I'm
Jeb
working
will be
Sunday
here.
too
Jeb
for
will be
Becca.
here.
Yeah, I'm working Sunday too for Becca.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
so-
no Labor Day weekend for you.
So extra. Yeah, no, all of a sudden, I'm glad we went over this because I don't
Just
know
to
that
remind you of your schedule.
escaped me.